Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. I am Folly Solomon and today I'm going to create another exciting look that's going to be super glamorous, and at the same time it's going to be easy to create. So let's get going. Why waste time? So as you can see, I've already done this side, and let me show you how to create this on this side. So let's begin. So for today's eye palette, I'm using Bobbi Brown, and this is how the shades are. So the first shade that goes on the eyelid is this one from the palette, and all I'm going to do is simply pick the shade and just go over the crease line. Now I know this eye looks like hideous, I would say, without the complete makeup, but it's gonna look good, don't worry. So all I'm going to do is simply blend this shade into the crease line. So when you're using darker shades, you need to really put force into blending. Force in the sense not be too hard on the skin, but you need to really blend well the shade. Otherwise it looks too patchy and you could actually not enjoy the look, I would say. And then I'm going to go with this shade from the palette, this one, and then just blend the shade from the outer corner and then gradually go towards the inner. I like to use a bigger brush here to just diffuse the harsh edges that I see here. You see, it's faster, and a little bit more of the shade, and I'm just going to deepen the outer corner. Just blend it well. And then I'm going to wet my brush like this with a setting spray, and then I'm going to go with this shade, this one. Simply dab the shade onto the eyelid, just like this. Also, there's one step that I forgot to mention is this shade. This goes on the inner corner and just here. Now going back to the darker shade, this one from the palette, my brush is still wet, and I'm simply going to go here and make a nice dark base. Gradually keep adding the shade. You need to be really careful when you use shades like these, darker ones. To blend the edges. Go inside here and blend. And then go down on the eyelid and blend the entire shade into the crease line. Remember to keep the inner corner clean. Make sure it doesn't touch the inner corner, the shade, this shade. I'm simply blending the entire shade on the eyelid into the crease line and also the edges, pushing it towards the inner corner. Just blend. Next time you're going to use this shade. This is a little bit on the grayish side, so I'm simply going to use this with my finger and just go over the eyelid. Simply dab. And then I'm going to wet my brush again. This one. Use this shimmery shade from the palette. This one. I'm going to simply dab the shade like this. Blend the edges. Now I'm going to use this highlighter that is in this palette, and this goes just here on the inner corner. There you go. Just drag it. And then blend the edges. I'm using the same brush that I picked for my last shade that went on the eyelid, and then I'm simply going to get a little edge. There you go. I like to blend the edges whenever I use such shades. Kind of looks nice and neat. So I'm just pulling it up a little bit more towards the brow bone and pulling it out. Then I'm going to use this shade from the palette, and I'm simply going to pick this shade and go here under the brow bone to make it look clean and nice. There you go. And then I'm going to use this palette Man-Eater, and this is like an amazing palette too. I'm only going to use this black shade from this palette and simply go across from the middle to the outer corner of my eye and create a wing. There you go. So I'm a very big fan of adding glitter on my eyes. Like I love my eyelids shimmering. So when I go out, this is like too dark for my eye. Even though there is a little bit of shimmer from the dark shade that I had used, I'm still going to apply some more. So this is like a liquid shimmer and a liquid glitter, and all I'm going to do is simply apply a little bit here on my finger and then just go here on my eyelid. There you go. You see, it's nice and shimmery. See, so whenever I move, I want my eyes to shimmer and look pretty. See, all right, so moving to the lower lash line. So I'm going to wet my brush like this shade. My brush is wet and I'm simply going to go here like, and join. Again, I'm going to leave the inner corner, drag it here like this. And I'm going to use the next shade, that is this one. If you can see, yeah, this lash line like this. There you go. Blend the edges. And then use this shade, the highlighter from the palette, and simply go here. There you go. Moving to the face for the concealer, I'm just going to go and apply some here. Like this. And then simply blend the concealer into the skin. Make sure you don't disturb the lower lash makeup and try to keep it nice and clean. This way. I like to drag it up this way. There you go. Just blend really well. So sometimes when you apply like this dark eyeshadow, the skin under the eye looks also dark if you don't, apply the concealer. Usually I don't apply concealers like this in my tutorials, but for this look, I prefer using concealer in this way, shaping my face in this way with the concealer, basically applying more under the eyes. That gives me, like, a brighter looking under eye. There you go. And then I'm going to simply use pressed powder to set my concealer in its place. There you go. There you go. Then to contour my face, I'm using Physicians Formula. This is an all-star palette and it comes like this. If you can see, this is a face powder, this is a highlighter, this is a bronzer, this is a blush, this is another highlighter, and this is also a bronzer. So basically this is a matte bronzer and this is a normal bronzer, and this is the highlighter. So I'm going to use this bronzer today. I'm going to mix both, in fact, together. Just go here. Since the eyes look so dramatic, I really don't want to do much with my face. There you go. A little bit on my forehead, into the hairline, which is very important for me. I feel that, it just makes my skin look even if I just push it into the hairline. I'm going to squeeze my brush and just apply some on my nose, the bridge of my nose. For the blush, I'm going with the Bobbi Brown palette. This is also a palette that comes with a bronzer, highlighter, and a blush. So I'm going to use the blush, and I'm going to go really, really soft with the blush. And drag it into the bronzer. There you go. I'm also going to use some pressed powder here just to add some shape. Near my lips. Add some bronzer here on the jawline. And then going with the Physicians Formula palette again, I'm simply going to use this powder. You can see. Just go over my entire face with it so that it looks nice and neat. So I'm going to go and apply my false eyelashes, and then I'm going to show you the look. Wait for me. Hey my loves, I'm back. As you can see, I've applied my false eyelashes, and for the mascara I have applied Burberry Ultimate Lift, and for the lips I have applied YSL in the shade 05. I think this is 05. Yeah, I think this is 05. I can't see the shade number, but anyways, all the products will be listed in the description box for you. So yep, this is amazing. I loved this look. I hope you guys like this look. I simply loved creating this look for you. I love the eyes. Look at that. Look at the shimmer. Wow. I love how it bling blings when I just blink my eye. You see? When I just blink, I love how the eyes also bling bling. Wow. So I hope you guys like this look. I will see you soon in the next video with another exciting look that is going to be super glamorous and super easy to create. I'll see you soon. Ciao. Bye.